Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the day of the video diary. How's it going today? What the fuck is going on there? Pretty random. Just like a guy with like no top on at this time in the morning and a girl on a fucking park. That was weird as hell. I thought one of them was dead. Dear. Anyway, so what's going on this morning? Got up normal time, shower, played a bit of Hearthstone, kicking ass with a paladin deck, and now we're heading to work. This week feels really fucking long, like really long. I think it's because like the last week obviously I was abroad, and the week before that it was only a 4-day week, so this was the last day. But I've also got a day tomorrow as well, and one of the Lewises is there as well, which obviously lengthens it a little bit more. But anyway, hopefully we'll be getting enough work to be able to just get on with it at our own pace instead of having to wait for people and stuff, or have to keep bugging people for work. I don't know, hopefully. Otherwise, I've realised that since I'm going to Lovelace next weekend, theoretically I can schedule all of my videos so that just because I've gone to normally I fall behind like by a day or two when I get to Lovelace, because like my laptop can't handle the videos or the internet speed isn't as quick, and I can't upload in time because me and Lovely obviously are out doing stuff all the time. But yeah, bit of a fucking mental sneezing fit that, Jesus. So if I can schedule it so that like the day before like the Wednesday that I goes live, say like the Saturday that I'm there, then that means that like the Friday or the Thursday travelling day, that can go live Sunday or Sunday morning, and then lovely daily vlog on Sunday night. And then that this is basically what happens when I fall behind. My entire life becomes obsessed around the fact that I need to catch up, but I don't want to catch up on certain days because certain days are boring or some days are more interesting and stuff. And the problem is, with just being on holiday, obviously I consider the vast majority of those memories important enough to have an entire day on the channel by themselves, instead of being just squished out by another one as soon as it becomes fucking the next morning. But anyway, if I'm starting to rabbit on about how I'm bloody behind, it's because it really fucking bugs me. I should pay someone to fucking do it for me while I'm on holiday. How much would I value that service at? 20 quid? 25 quid? I'd pay that. But it's the case that I've got to get the files to them. You know what I mean? Like, they basically have to be with me on holiday, and then I'm paying £25 for them to go to the hotel room, edit my video, render it and upload it and sort out the comments and stuff. It's an unrealistic world, but god damn, it would be freaking useful if I could get someone to edit it. Anyway, on the bus, I've got some books to read, but also I'm planning main channel videos. Hopefully I'm going to be able to film a main channel video this Sunday, or potentially Saturday, one of the 2 days. One of the 2 days I've got to go to town. Mum was going to come, but I'm too busy, so I've got stuff to do. Because I'm only back for basically one solid weekend before I go off again, I've got stuff to do. So, yeah, it's blooming hard work. Oh, there's my bush. Hello, bush. Where at work, I was going to just sit and read on my Kindle, but I actually wrote a blog post / video script thing for a video to film this Sunday. It's going to be another university related one, but I think this is probably going to be the last university related one for a while. I'm getting pretty bored of thrashing the university view cow, because you make a university video and it does swarm views, but like if you go back to the university Q&A compared to any of the other Q&As, just see how many more views it has. While it is nice to thrash that cow a little bit, but you get bloody bored of just doing videos about university all the time. So I'm planning, I've got at least 2, like a book review, which isn't really like exciting, I'm going to try and do some more interesting things, otherwise I'm going to get bored. I might recache the cow again when it gets closer to like placement or house hunting time, where I can talk about something a little bit more interesting, but I'm going to try and make something a little bit more interesting than just university videos for a bit, I think. Well then, that's work. You may be wondering where the hell I am. So am I. Got no idea. I've got my glasses on still as well. Forgot to take them off, is what I was doing. But anyway, like 3 buses in a row were all cancelled for my bus. So I thought I'll get the same bus that Lewis gets. And it kind of drops me near to Sainsbury's. And then I'd walk from there, or I could bus all the way to town and then bus up again. But then I recognised the area. I was like, oh, I recognise this place, I must be close. Got off the bus, checked my map, and I'm like 30-minute walk away. Fucking doofus. So now I don't know where I am. My phone does though, which is why I've got my headphones in, to tell me where I'm going. So GG really. Luckily I don't really have anything to do tonight. And to be fair, I'll probably get home for about the same time. Obviously Google's 30 minutes isn't my 30 minutes. And well, not really. If I would have left at 5, I normally get back around like 10 to 5 to 6. And I should be able to walk here for 6. So it's not too bad. Anyway, what's gone down at work today? Basically we got in and we sorted out some planning. Not much work's come our way, so we've just tried to like plan what we can, and so that we can have like a physical board, we can have a physical show of just like how much we've done, because it's like we go to the stand-ups and stuff and we're like, because now it's a big group stand-up, and we're kind of like, oh, we've kind of done this and it sounds like nothing, and it is nothing. We feel like we just sat around doing nothing. So what we've done is we've got a planning board now with the project that we're supposed to be doing, the old project which has now got quite a few changes to add in actually, just because we've decided to add some things in really, and also we're going to do a huge refactor of the entire system. We're going to put it into an MVC, and now that I've seen an MVC, it makes a whole lot of sense. A whole lot of sense MVCs do. And I'm thinking that is how I'm going to do my websites, as an MVC. Which is a really fucking clever way of doing websites, but it gives you so much control. To be fair, it's probably a bit overkill, but with an MVC you can literally do whatever you want, because it's essentially, how it works is it's called Model View Controller system, okay? And what you'll have is you have a controller. That's what you hit when you access the IP address. You hit the controller then decides where you're going to go next, and then it will call what is essentially an entire C# program. At least if you tell it to, it can go, right, we need this data. So at that point it'll like go off to databases and stuff. Getting semi-conscious of the fact that my headphone hasn't told me shit yet. But anyway, yeah, so what it will do there is it'll go off to databases, find out what it needs, or you can program it to do anything really at this point, because you've got C#, you've got the power of C# to do whatever, do it for you. You have the power of being able to edit it and test it within Visual Studio. You have the power of just any kind of, basically anything you can do with C# you can do with this. And that's a lot of shit compared to stuff like PHP and things and web technologies, which are more difficult. Anyway, it'll do that. It'll fill up figure out all the data it needs to do and put it into things called models. And then the idea is that you can call these models. That will then get passed to the controller. The controller then decides which models to put where, and you just have a layout. Like your HTML will literally be a load of divs, basically. Turn left. Yeah, so your could have told me a more convenient place to cross the road, couldn't it? But where was I? Yeah, you pass through the models into the controller. The controller then passes it through to views, and view is basically a big HTML page. Fidders Road, turning right. Can you see my eyes just go? Listening. So yeah, we've got the models are now being passed to the view, and the view is literally, your web page is literally just a couple of divs that are like div title or this. So instead of doing like a PHP include, what you can do is you can have a partial view, which the controller just goes, right, you need this partial view, bam, 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 and it will just fill the div for you. And the advantage of that is you're not putting any code anywhere near the browser. Anything that you need is locked away. The idea around running things like PHP is that you're able to have the PHP code obviously on the server and stuff, but if you've got an MVC, it just makes that so much easier. It's so much nicer than PHP, and I do like it. Left or right, phone, right. As soon as I said that, it told me. Maybe it's listening. But yeah, so the idea is that you literally don't have any logic going on within your view. The only things you do in your view is display things. You can do like a bit of logic and stuff, and you'll have like, because it basically works with objects instead of data, and obviously with objects you've got a lot more control over them and all that kind of like gubbins. You can reuse it left, right and centre. Let's say I have like a fancy graph on one page. What I can then do is just pick up that graph, put it into a different layout, into a different view, on a different page, different size, different CSS, different everything. Bam, job done. And it does it all magic for you. So I'm thinking I'm going to lift that up and use it for my site instead of thinking. It's a bit overkill for what my site is going to do to start with, because there's not going to be much data behind the scenes, at least for now. At least for now. Like when I put my own blog in and stuff, it'll be really easy, because what I can do is, using the controller, you access it through whatever page, I can then call a C# program which basically pulls off. The problem is my server is Linux, so this is all for nothing really, isn't it? It's an Apache server. You can't run MVCs off an Apache server, to my knowledge. Can you, Google? Oh well, PHP is nice too. What? No way. And there's the bus I would have got. Obviously if my bus wasn't cancelled I would have been on 1-2 in front of that, but hey ho. Yeah, so anyway, can't have an MVC on my server, so that's fine. PHP does the trick, although it's a little bit harder to set up and stuff, but YOLO swag. So yeah, because we're trying to do that, and there's a couple of things we need to refactor. There's like a couple of bugs that have been highlighted that haven't happened before. Things like matching financial data and stuff. There's some pretty strange things like if our total income if either our total income or total or income per policy matches across one of our products, then the bar chart will chew it up. We'll chew it up like a bastard and show them all as thingy. So I need to ensure that every single one of them is unique, which is an issue, because how do you make something unique without adding physical data that you can see that's irrelevant? Hopefully I'm going to be able to do it the same way. I'm hoping I'll be able to just put some spaces in, because I think I've done that before and it's not chewed up the data, because if you pass it as 0 it will put no sales instead. But anyway, so there's a couple of bugs going on. You've got quieter, which need to be lifted up and fixed, but we're basically doing, like I say, our own board, and then there's going to be my side project and the other 2 side projects below that. So we are technically not going via normal, at least for now, by normal sprint scrum standards. We're going by something called Kanban again, which basically means put it on our board and we'll do it. Otherwise we're going to fill our own board with stuff that we kind of need to do, kind of don't need to. None of this is essential, it's just for fun, I guess. Right, look here, Lewis. There is either some kind of lightning or someone is taking photos of this house. I can't decide which. There's no rain that I can tell, and I can't hear any thunder, but it's like this weird like white flashes. Not raining, is it? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to say something here. You know the worst thing about full-time jobs? I'll tell you what the worst thing is. It's not being there. It's not coming back and not having much of a day to do stuff with. It's not the travel in there. It's not any of that. It's coming back and having to make the sandwiches. Something about making sandwiches is just really shit. And I don't know what it is. I don't know why Like, I have such a hatred for making sandwiches, but it's just so crap. It's horrible. I don't know why, but I'm just like, oh, I should make my sandwiches. I procrastinate the shit out of making my own sandwiches. Look, it's just the same crap every time, isn't it? Yeah, that's the problem. I need some more milk as well. I need to a small shop. I actually forgot a couple of things. But I'm trying to lock it so that I do shops on Fridays, so it might be worthwhile doing a shop tomorrow. I can see myself having to go to town tomorrow to go and pick up Lovely's present, so that'll be exciting. If not, then I'll be going down on Saturday. I'm going down on Saturday regardless, because I need to get some stuff. Including wrapping paper. I've got some pretty difficult things to wrap. Have I done the sandwich yet? No. Alright, I'm in my pyjamas. I've slacked off, can't be bothered with anything. And I'm about to watch Breaking Bad, which is there. I've just got to finish this video so I can put it onto my computer and stuff. I've done more uploading. There was 2 videos on the 20th, so we've caught up 2 days. Well, as of the 20th, would have caught up 2 days, which means still got a couple more to catch up. Theoretically, obviously there's a couple of ones I can double upload from this week because they've just been work ones, but I want to be able to finish scheduling uploads by the time I leave Lovely's, so that when I come back from Lovely's, theoretically I'll be 1 or 2 behind, or like 1, hopefully 1, because I can do the vlogs when I'm there. It's lovely to borrow her laptop and stuff and leave my laptop running overnight in order to upload and things like that, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, hopefully I shouldn't fall behind again then. Otherwise, I've just been catching up on stuff like that. Also, you guys, right, if you're going to leave a comment, make sure you have an account that lets me reply to you. So many people comment stuff and I really want to reply, but you have like a weird thing going on, which means I can't reply to you. I know it's Google Plus and stuff, but I don't know why it is I can't reply to you. I can literally only thumb it up and thumb it down. And so many people comment and I need to reply to it, but I have no ability to reply. And it annoys me. Otherwise though, I had dinner. Made my sandwiches. That's about it, to be honest with you. Played some Hearthstone and stuff. But yeah, now I'm gonna watch Breaking Bad in bed. Maybe even go to bed an hour early. Tomorrow, Lewis is on a flexi day and he's on holiday for it. That's good. Is that lightning or fireworks or something? What is that? Seriously now? Go on. You can do it, please. I don't want to sit and film for like... See that? There is one hell of a fucking thunderstorm coming, boys. That one you just missed was freaking huge. Let's have a look out this window. Oh shit, standing on Atlas's cables. What's going on? Whoa! Lightning, boys. And there is a slight rumble of thunder now. That is really strange because there's no... you see what I mean? It keeps flashing across, but there is no evidence of rain or thunder up until now. That's mental. But anyway, what the hell was I talking about? Yeah, it's just me and Lewis for a while now, so just the 2 of us. But we have this MVC thing to do, so we have a decent amount of work to do. The weekend is going to be a busy weekend for me. I've got stuff to sort out, videos to film, maybe edit, shopping to do, things like that. It's going to be a busy one because I'm not going to be here next weekend. But yeah, that's all for today's video. Tomorrow we've got another day at work. Hopefully I'll be able to leave work and come back productive, having a beastly day with it just being the 2 of us. Obviously now theoretically any work that is being given to us isn't being split into 3 anymore, it's being split into 2, so that will be artificially bigger. And we have the big things that we can do ourselves, and then hopefully I'll be able to come back, have a nice evening. I think I'm having chilli tomorrow, so I better get my mints out, otherwise it won't defrost. But yeah, hopefully having a productive day at work. I'm trying to figure out whether it's being on holiday for a week that's knocked me off my productive train, or it's work being slow. I think it's work being slow, personally, because I just feel drained when I leave there, but I'm productive in the mornings. But yes, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I know a lot of you have. It's a bit of a shit time to say this in this video. I'll talk about this more when I catch up with daily vlogs. It's really hard to organise things because I'm not caught up on daily vlogs. I know quite a couple of you are at Bath Uni, or I know a lot of people who started going to Bath Uni, and I was contemplating going back to the university one weekend just to see how you guys are getting along. Extending my peer mentor. Obviously, I'm not far away from the university, so it doesn't take me much to go back. And to be fair, Bath has a Tommy Hilfiger shop that I am in dire needs for. But yeah, shut up talking. I'm going to bed. Thunderstorms are coming. Catch you later.